Alright. Welcome, everyone. Welcome again. Everything all set up and ready to go for tonight. Yeah, 5 minutes early, and that's always a good thing. Working out some kinks, working on a few things, getting some stuff ready. Title of this episode is going to be Some Unfinished Business. We have a couple of objects that I want to finish off before we start moving into the nebula season. We finished the Fireworks Galaxy last night. We got red, green, and blue filters. We also did the luminance, so we are set to go with that for the next process party. The next one we are going to plan on doing is the Iris Nebula, which is NGC 7023. We're going to be working on that, getting that all set up and ready to go. We'll be doing luminance, red, green, and blue. And then we'll make our way over to Cocoon, and then we're going to get red, green, and blue for that one. So there's gonna be a lot we have to take care of in a very short span of time, so I want to make sure we get this as quickly as possible. So we're gonna be doing rapid fire tonight because it's again, like I said, it's business. We got things to do. I want to get this stuff done. And then tomorrow night will be just a random night, where we're gonna get some just random objects. So, if we have time tonight, that's a big if, we have time, we can get some just random objects later on, but perfect. We are set and ready to go. So now let's get the guider up and running. Alright, we're going to start the guider. I'm going to get that up and running and ready to go. Welcome, Joanne. Welcome, Foxy. Welcome, Amol. We don't need naps. I sure as heck don't need it. So now we are set and ready to go. So we're getting the Iris again, but this time we're going to do it in red, green, and blue. So this way we'll finish it off and we'll get that ready to go. And of course, naturally, just because we're getting it doesn't mean we're going to end it forever. We're gonna get it so this way we'll be able to stack it. There we go. So we're just getting the guider set up and ready to go here. So again, what we're just doing is we're calibrating the guider, making sure it's ready to go. It's just about finished with the west steps, and then we're going to go on the east steps. And also, the other thing too is for the Starlink, they're still too low for me. Yeah, exactly. At a certain age, it all does become just naps just become everything. Alright, now we're going to start doing the east step now. So now it's going to start flipping back now. So you can see that the star on the bottom right is starting to go back towards the center, and then what it's going to do is it's going to pass it. Still haven't got the calibration 100% accurate, but that's okay. And we're just about done with the east step. And it's going to start doing north and south, and then we'll be ready to go. And now we're going to start going north. Well, they're shooting fireworks off tonight. And if I'm watching this correctly, I don't know if this is live or not. Maybe it is live, maybe it's not. It is, or maybe it's a replay. It's a replay. They had the Falcon 9 rocket. So I think that launched late last night. I did not watch it live though. And that picks up speed. And we are guiding. Nudged it one last time. Perfect. Alright, so now we should be in good shape now. There we go. Got my charger. Now we're guiding. So again, we're using really the same exposure time. Except the right one we're doing 240 seconds. And then we'll just increase it as we go along. Serious Naps is on season 4. Yeah, order dinner, why not? Let me get this up here on the camera on the left here. There we go, so we're at 3 minutes, so we got 3 minutes to go on the camera on the left. And again, so it was brought to my attention today for the ones that were just watching that haven't been with me since the beginning, for how I do things, for tonight, that is. It may seem a little boring, only because we're just finishing up. We're getting things that I want to get taken care of. So in order to have an awesome process party, we got to make sure we have the right images. So we got to have the red, green, and blue. So right now we're taking it in luminance. We'll get 5 luminance. We've taken quite a few of these with the one camera, but I want to get it with the other camera also. Then we'll do red, green, and blue. We'll flip to IC 5461, and then we'll get red, green, and blue. We don't need to do luminance with that one. And then we're gonna do red, green, and blue with that one. Minute left on the one on the left, and then we got about 30 seconds on the one on the right. Alright. So, the one on the right should be just about done. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna look really good. That looks really good. It looks like it's dragged a little bit. Shouldn't. Let me go check. I'm gonna check. Looks good. Okay. Check the next image, we'll see what it looks like. And we'll see. We will see here. Yeah, there was a blip right here. Okay. That will do it. That little blip. Okay. That'll make the stars look like they're oblong. So we'll see. We will see. Wait till the next image, but still, not bad. Let me adjust the image and see what we got. So why exactly are we putting 77? I don't know. 77? So you see that blip on the graph there? It looks like the star bounced. And that's what caused the stars to just jiggle, go up and down. So we'll check the next image here and see if the stars don't move. We'll know once we get this here. What I want to do is I want to zoom it in 2 times. Of course, granted, I'm just like oh so little out of focus, but that's okay. I want to see what the stars do. Oh, that's much better. Okay, good. Okay. It's actually not too bad, though. So that's exactly what it was, is that it just jolted just a little bit. And that can happen. The stars are pinpoint now. And you can see the difference. I mean, it's just crazy. The difference in this. It's like sometimes when the guider may like overcorrect too much, so then the star may actually move more than what it's supposed to. So when it does that, you get the oblong stars. So on the next image that's going to be coming up, I'll show you that the stars will be pinpoint. We'll get 5 images here in luminance. Then we'll get 5 in red, 5 in green, 5 in blue. We'll flip back to the cocoon, which is the IC 5641. And then we'll get red, green, and blue. And then if we have time, I mean, if we do 6, it's 30. 2. maybe not. The way that we're going, I mean, we might just take just a couple here in luminance, because we already have quite a bit. Let me look. Let me look and see. So the next one is done, but let me see. We may be able to bypass 30 minutes. Looking to see when we took the iris. I can't remember what day it was. So it's 6964. That's the fireworks. That's what we got in red, green, and blue. It's 5146. I'm trying to find it. That's the crescent. I'll have to find it. But I know I took it. I just can't remember where it is. It's in one of these folders. I just don't remember where. So we'll just take a couple. That's what she said. Alright, so we have taken... Here comes another one now for the one on the right. And then what we'll do is we'll flip the filter. We'll flip it over to red for the camera on the left. Because now we've officially taken... Let me get back to 20% here. Okay. Taken 1, 2... Really can't use this one. We've taken 2 so far, so we're up to 12 minutes. We'll take 1 more, so at least we get that, and then we'll do 5 in red, 5 in green, 5 in blue. Yeah, it's looking really good, so we'll get 1 more. And then we should be in good shape with that. No, there's no good Irish jokes, unfortunately. Alright, so it's getting darker too, so that's good. There you go, right in the middle. Those are actually good jokes. Ooh, they're not bad. Can't decide what you want to order. So we should be just about done with the last image here in luminance. And then the next one, what we'll do is we'll go for red. We're going to flip the filter. Alright. Now we've taken 3 solid images now. With the last image to finish up here on the QHY. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter because we're gonna change the exposure time anyway. So we're gonna stop it. Okay. So that's a 5-second exposure, and you can see that that's the actual iris itself. And you can see it, and it's a live image at 20 gain. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it to red to make sure I get the focus exactly where I want it. We're gonna go flip the filter. I'll be right back. Okay. Done. Okay, perfect. Sriracha burger, that sounds good. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to try to move the graph here a little bit here. Hang on. So this way you get the most updated graph possible. There we go. There we go. That's going to be a lot better. There we go. That's the most updated right there. So that way I just switched it. So now the graph will be a lot better. Instead of it being on the far left, if something happens, you'll see it in real time. This way we'll know exactly what's going on. So we up the exposure on the camera on the right to match the same exact exposure time for the camera on the left. So we'll see what we get. Really? Stupid wind. We got 2 minutes left on this exposure on the one on the left. So we'll see what we get. We're going to be doing the red channel. Doing that, I want to batch save this so this way they don't get mixed up between all of them here. There we go. So we're saving all of these now. Fantastic. Now they're all saved. We got about 1 minute to go on the camera on the left. And we're at 67% on the camera on the right. Just to make them all happy, we're at 69%. feet up and I'm just gonna relax. It was a long day at work today. I'm just gonna relax for a little bit. And then we'll head back out there when we get to the green channel, which actually reminds me I gotta flip that on here. Glad I reminded myself. There we go, red filter. Perfect. All right, so the first image is done with the red filter. Oh, too bright. There we go, that's better with the red channel. And then we're gonna get 4 more images in the red. So the next one is done, so now we're at 2 of 5. The camera on the right is now done. Well, that's looking really good. That's 6 minutes. That's really good. Oh, Joe. Aliens. Yeah, so Joe, what we're doing is what's called a unfinished business night, where I got a lot of things to do of just finishing up the 2 objects. So the first object that we're just finishing up is the iris. Right now we're shooting it in the red, through the red filter. Camera on the right, we're just exposing it, just going nuts, so. There you go, go for it. If it's a nice night outside, we might as well go for it. There we go. So you can really see the dust lane and everything with this red filter, and that's really cool. It's gonna turn out. This is gonna turn out really well with the 3 filters combined. We're on to number 3 of 5. Joe, how's sparklers going? Because I just saw it on TikTok that you had sparklers. 4th of July is coming soon. About 3.5 weeks away. Nice. Yeah, I saw that, Joe. So it's going to be a good 4th of July for you. That's awesome. That's right. Hopefully most things will be open by that time. I heard that this upcoming Tuesday, Western New York is going to be in Phase 3. I don't know how true that is, but Phase 3 is coming soon. Which means more and more things are going to start opening. And we're getting one step closer back to the way it was, which we still got a long way to go. Very, very, very long way to go. Alright, now we're up to the image numero 3. I said third phase, not third base. I don't actually. What phase are you guys in? And how is it over there? Phase 3, as far as I know, what is that? That is... I'm trying to think. No, large gatherings is Phase 4. I know that. I'm trying to remember what Phase 3 is. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Modified Phase 1. Yeah, I'll look up Phase 3. Alright, so Phase 3. Restaurants will be able to serve food and drinks indoors. That's Phase 3. This includes all places that sell food, restaurants, bars, and food trucks. They will have a limit capacity to half the maximum of occupancy, exclusive of employees. Tables inside and out must be spaced 6 feet apart. Staff will wear masks at all times. Customers can take off their masks while seated. Tables will be limited to 10 people. The state recommends, now of course this is New York State, the state recommends restaurants provide single-use disposable menus or display menus in a common place. Restaurants should limit the use of devices like buzzers to alert customers that are seated and an order is ready. Spas, nail salons, tattoo piercing facilities, appearance enhancement practitioners, massage therapies, cosmetology, tanning salons, waxing services, public transportation, Central is expected to restart routes and start charging fare on Monday. Already open is construction, manufacturing, restaurants, takeout, curbside seating, car dealerships, real estates and home sales, retail, hair salons, dentists, office-based businesses, places of worship can have in-person services at 25% capacity, state parks and beaches, some casinos operated by Indian nations have already opened, and daycare. Staying closed. These businesses and services are still closed. Shopping mall stores with their own entrances are open, but internal mall stores and restaurants remain closed. Swimming pools, gyms, playgrounds, youth league sports. Now see, it says playgrounds, but I heard that on Tuesday playgrounds are going to be opening, but I don't know if that's true. Concerts, major sporting events, movie theaters, New York State Fair, museums, water park, most in-person education, hospital or nursing home visits, some spa services, non-Indian casinos. And of course, the only thing that's unclear is hotels. So there you have it. Yeah, so it's interesting. So that's your phase 3. Now, who knows when we'll get to phase 4? No, phase 4, if we ever get to that point, is schools, museums, cinemas, theaters, and other recreational businesses. And of course, large gatherings and sporting events would be phase 4. Oh, wow. So we're on to the last image in red, and we're going to switch it to green. March 15th. Wow. So, March 15th, so it, in the next day or so, that's going to be 3 months. That's crazy. It's true. What is the point in having malls right now? I mean, malls are so like 1994. Let's see here. Hang on, let me go back. So we are 3 minutes away from three and a half minutes away from switching the filter to green. Okay, that makes sense. And of course, when you're looking at the camera on the left, there's not much to really report because it's a red filter. So the luminance filter brings out all the detail in the image. The red filter doesn't really do much until you start stacking it one on top of the other. That's when it's going to start getting interesting. Oh, excuse me. So if I were to zoom this in, not much happening, like you can see. Then when I get to the green filter, there'll be a little bit more detail, but not much. And then the blue filter, well, the blue filter, you'll get a little bit more. Right. We got 2 minutes left, and then we are going to move that. So the state that Joe's talking about is New York. Joe is right around where I'm from, where I'm at. We're in the same state, New York. Yep, Western New York. Oh, 1 minute to go. And then we're gonna flip the filter. All right, 15 seconds. Oh, I can imagine. Perfect. Alright, so now that's done. So now we'll stop the guider after this last image is done here on the camera on the right. That's at 76%, so we'll wait, we'll get that one done. We'll just stop it at 80. We'll stop it at 85%. That's fine. Perfect. Alright, so then we'll stop the guider. Okay. And we're gonna go flip the filter now. I'll be right back. We're going to flip the filter. Okay. And now we got the green filter in. And go. There we go. So now we move on to the next filter. So now we're on to green. Yeah, turtle I have not done in color. I only did it in luminance. But what we can do is I can get it in color. Won't be too well. Yeah, you know what we could do? Tell you what, Joanne. Here's what we can do. When we're done with this, let me take a look and see where the turtle is on this. We'll get a couple more, and then we'll get the turtle in color. And I think if I remember correctly from what you told me, it was NGC 6022, I think is what it was. No, that's a galaxy. What was it? Hang on, I gotta find it. NGC 6210. I was close. 6210. Let me see where it is here. Oh yeah, we should be good. Yeah, here, we'll get it. Problem is, though, I mean, I'll try to get it in color. Can't make any guarantees, though. We could try. So that's what we'll do, Joanne. We'll finish this up with the iris. As we're taking this in the green filter. Once we're done with the blue filter, and then we'll flip it to 6210. And everyone who's watching, if you have a suggestion, let me know. We can build a show around that. So Joe, if you know of an object that you want me to get that's in the night sky, for the love of God, Joe, please do not say Uranus, because I know that's what you're thinking. Actually, I know that that's definitely what a mole is thinking. Oh, Joanne, we could do it tonight. Because the Cocoon Nebula is going to take a while. It's going to be like an hour and a half to 2 hour project. 1610. I thought it was 6210. Oh, okay. The cat was just typing, apparently. The cat loves to type, I guess. Yeah, so that's what I'll do, is I'll get 6210 right after this. And we'll take short exposures. We do not need to take long exposures for this because it is excruciatingly tiny. I mean, in all honesty, this is an object that we should be getting with like a 10-inch or an 8-inch scope. But we'll try. You know, that's the best part is getting, you know, getting things for everybody. And it's requests. So, Amol, if you have any requests for tomorrow night, Joe, if you have any requests, and it could be gigantic objects or it could be really small objects. The way that I have for plate solving now is I can get these right dead center and it only takes me 3 to 5 minutes to get it. If anybody else is watching in the background, if you're lurking, speak up. Let me know. And there's a couple coworkers I know that have been watching over the last 2 or 3 nights. One of my coworkers said to me this morning, had no idea what I was talking about. And it's something that if you haven't been with me since the beginning, it's kind of tough. It's kind of like when you open a book and you go 3 or 4 chapters in and then try to understand it and try to figure it out. It's a little tough. So I get that. So this one on the camera on the right, that's a 7-minute exposure. And that's looking pretty good at 7 minutes. I could bump that to probably 10. And that's looking really good. So like I was saying, is that it is kind of tough, and I get it. And sometimes when you're getting it with the red, green, and blue channels, it is a little boring because you're not getting as much detail when it comes to that. But in the end, totally worth it. Because you're combining all 3 channels to get a color image, which is really cool. And yes, and I know everyone's thinking it, is we will get planetary probably within the next, I'd say, 3 weeks. Three weeks is when we're going to be able to get Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter and Saturn right now rises at about 12:30, 1 a.m. They won't be in view for me till about like 2 a.m. So in about 3 weeks, it'll be up at about 11, which is prime time for getting planetary. So in about 3 weeks, we will be doing planetary and lunar. So we will be taking a little bit of a break from deep sky to get that. So that'll be fun. Then, right after that, we're going to go right into the Perseids. And we'll get some meteor watching. It will probably take about a week to do that. So that'll be fun. So I can't wait to do all that. So a lot of fun things. I want to try to get as much as I can over the next 2 to 3 weeks with Cygnus, of getting all these objects and getting them in color too, nonetheless, because that's ultimately what I want to do. Eventually, I'd like to get a hydrogen alpha filter for this monochrome camera and then start stitching everything together. How did I not know you wanted NGC 6543? How did I not know that? As soon as you put 6543, I figured that's what it was. You want 6302? Joanne, I don't know if I can get 6302. That's the problem. It sits just too low in the horizon. Right now, to the second, 6302, which is the Bug Nebula, it sits at 7 degrees above the horizon. Here's how low that is. Ready? Take your fist, stick it out at arm's length. Okay? That's 10 degrees. It's at 7. So imagine where that is in the sky. 7 degrees is not good. Plus I have trees to combat with, and I have a shed to combat with, which is really tough. Yep, we'll be getting meteors in August for the Perseids. And what I plan on doing between now and August, I'm going to be getting an all-sky camera. That's in the works. And the all-sky camera is going to have a full 360-degree view of my sky, and it's going to have infrared. So I'll be able to catch anything from first magnitude all the way down to 16th magnitude of stars and meteors. So get ready for that. I got about 2 months to get myself ready for the Perseids. The Perseids meteor shower is in August. The date of the peak of it is August 12th. It occurs between July 17th and August 24th. So in that span, so about a month from now. is when it's gonna really hit. And then it's just gonna ramp up all the way until August 12th. So get ready for that. That's gonna be fun. With the all-sky camera, we're gonna get a lot of meteors, not just this, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. We should be getting between 7 to 10 an hour on peak night. So I plan on going all out for that, staying up all night, or at least letting it run all night, and as many nights as I possibly can. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we get for that. Planetary, I have the 2 scopes. I just got to get them set up and ready to go. I got to get finders put on them, so that way I know where I'm going with that. Can't really do plate solving with those because that's a little bit tougher. But once I get a finder added to it, then we'll be able to do Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Venus, the Moon. We'll be able to get a lot. So it'll be tons of fun getting all that. Scopes that I'll probably be using for planetary is I have 114 millimeter Astro-Scan. It's a reflector, and then I also have a 90 millimeter. It's an Apex Orion Cassegrain. So I'll be able to get that. Is that M23? Is that what that is? Joanne, is that a 2? Ants are pretty awesome. But Joanne, is that M23? I mean, I don't know what that is. Or MZ3? Or are you just talking about M3? Or did the cat type that? Oh, we're up to 3, so now we gotta go to number 4. We're just flying along here. don't think Dave is on today, unfortunately. I don't know where Dave is. Dave hasn't been on my streams in a while. MZ3? I've never heard of MZ3 before. Well, MZ3 is something I can't get. That's why I've never heard of it. It sits -4 degrees below the horizon. So this one is a southern hemisphere planetary nebula. I cannot get it. Yep, I can't get those. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's... Joanne, that's the thing about running these long streams of 3, 4, 5 hours, is that people come, people go. And that's okay. And I'm perfectly fine with it. Thing is, I was going to do this anyways. I wanted to get this taken care of so that way we have an awesome processing party. So, that's the thing. Really not much to show. That's the thing. So I want these to keep taking images. I could zoom in here. Let's see what we got with the green filter. And you can see there's not much really in the green filter because there's really not much green. So the green filter won't really give you much to really work with. And we're about to go on to the last frame for the camera on the left. We could probably stretch the image on the right just a little bit further. We could probably go to 10 minutes if we really wanted to. Alright, so we're on to the last image now on green, and we're going to flip it to blue. So we're 3 minutes away. Hey, you get your PC back. Right, so now we're done with the 5th one. Okay. Perfect, and then what we'll do is stop this one here. And we'll switch this to the blue filter. We'll stop the guider. Green. Okay. Saving all 5 to green. Perfect. Now let's switch the filter. And we're moving to the blue. Final filter. And then we'll have the color for the iris. Blue is always the hardest to focus too. If I can come close, we should be good. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna switch the filter. Hi. Huh? I can't hear you. What? Two. Oh, let me see here. Oh, excuse me. Yes, we are. We're looking at the iris tonight, and then we're gonna get another object right after this. But I don't know. Clouds look kind of awkward tonight, so I don't know. We'll see. Just waiting for that cloud band to go by, and we should be in good shape. We may not be able to get the green filter tonight. We might be okay, because I'm looking at the guider and I don't see too many clouds in the guider, so we might be okay. go. Alright, we'll see what it looks like on the camera on the left here. Got 3 minutes left and it'll be image number 1. We'll check the guider again here. I don't know. It's too hard to tell. Awesome. And it doesn't look too promising right here because it looks like it's jittering. Oh yeah, we're starting to lose the star now. Oh boy. We may have... No, maybe not. Hang on. Okay, well, we may have to stall the iris for now. And that's the beauty part about doing astronomy, is that, yeah, you may not get the whole thing in one night, but you can always move on to the next object. Save what you get, and then move on. So let me see. See here. I would say the one thing I could probably do is, yeah, you could tell that it's like cloudy. I can't use these images. Let me see what the one's gonna look like here. Let me see. That's gonna be done in about a minute. There's clouds coming through. me see what this image on the right looks like, and then that'll be a telling tale if we're done or not. Well, it's white because I took a 10-minute image. Oh yeah. You can't even see any detail because it's... Yeah, we're done, unfortunately. Yeah. Does not look too good. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. Oh. Yeah, and you could just tell. Like, I'm just struggling just to pull out any kind of detail or anything. Yeah, because on the camera on the right, I should get some detail on that. I'm not getting anything. And this looks like it's all white. But like I said, yeah, I did burp, you know. Oh, I have to keep myself hydrated. Yeah, I'm always burping. Well, we tried. Because, of course, looking at the clear sky chart, that changed on me. Looks like it's getting worse at midnight, but it's supposed to be clear tomorrow until 1 a.m. So, yeah. We got what we wanted. We got 75% of the iris of what we wanted. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. We'll be back out here tomorrow night. About 9:45, 10 o'clock. We'll finish off the iris. We'll get a few. Joanne, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I'd like to get like 60-second exposures. I'd like to get like 20 of them. Flip the filters to red, green, and blue, and then we should be able to get the Turtle Nebula. So that'll be a good thing. No, I'm not drinking water. I'm drinking pop. Ha ha ha. Or soda. I'm drinking soda. Soda pop. Because gotta have some kind of caffeine today. You know, it's been that kind of day. You know, because I'm exhausted. Let's see if it's a little bit better here. I'd like to go outside and take a look, but I don't want to screw up the image or screw up the guider. we'll see what this next image looks like here. We'll hold off for another 5 more minutes. We'll see what we get. If this one looks bad, then we're done. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I worked Thursday from like 8:30 to like 7:30. Friday was 8:30 to 6. Today was 8:30 to 6. Tomorrow I'm 11 to 5, so that's not too bad. But I've been like running around. It's just been non-stop. And then it's staying up till 1:30, almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and then waking up at 7:30 the next morning. But it's clear. And I'm telling you, the biggest thing is that in November and December, when it's not clear, I want to get out there. So, these are the opportunities. These are the sacrifices. And the only reason why she's not on is because it doesn't get dark till 10. That's why. So in about 2 to 3 weeks, when it starts to get lighter earlier, then naturally that's when she'll be back on. But trust me, she wanted to be on. We've got 2 more minutes and we'll see what we get here. We'll see if it looks a little bit better. I don't know if it was just a cloud band or what. I don't know, but we'll see. So I've got 10% left to go. Oh, I will. 100% I will. She knows, she knows I do the streams, and she wants to come on. But, yeah, I'll tell her. Well, not right now. It's 12:30. Just want to see what this next image, these next 2 are going to look like on each camera. So I want to see if the guider settled down and did the clouds move away. It's darker, but it's. Well, we got 2. Question is did we get any detail? That's the big question. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, looks like some of the stars look like crud. Those stars aren't supposed to light up like that. These stars right here, they're not supposed to light up. What's happening is there's a cloud going through, which is causing a reflection. So any of these light ones are causing that to look really bad. Yeah, see, they're both doing it, so... Yeah, I think we're done. But it was a good night. So we're going to end the stream. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Watching this amazing unfinished business episode. We have some more business to attend to tomorrow night. As I said, we're gonna go get that rest of the iris. We're gonna go after the Turtle Nebula. And Kim, Amol, if there's any other objects out there that you want me to get, I want to do it. I want to be able to get objects for you guys. Who knows? We'll actually get it in color. But let me know. So, with that being said, I'm going to let a couple songs play. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. At 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a good night, guys. Bye.